Y'all know what it is already, right? It's your boy Quest, and this is your marriage moment. Let's go. What up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of Marriage Momentz. It's your boy Quest. And for those of you who are watching for the very first time, it's your boy Quest. For real, y'all, make them believe you. Make them believe you. Sometimes you are going to have to make your spouse believe you. And some of you, your spouse don't believe you like the way you want them to believe you because you said you were going to do X, Y, and Z. You have yet to be consistent and you have yet to follow through. Do me a favor. 2020 is the year of authenticity. It is the year of decision making. And it is also the year of the most important part of it all, execution. Make your spouse believe you. The things that you said you were going to do, do them. Listen, Chicago and the Grow Conference was magnificent in so many different ways. And not because it's something that we did, but we were just obedient, or me specifically as it relates to my marriage and my wife, Faith. I was consistent, I was obedient, and everything that I said I was going to do, I followed through. And guess what? Now she's a believer. I listened to my wife out of her own mouth during the Q&A and say this, and I quote, in the very beginning, when he said to me,
first of all, I'm changing my major and I'm going to do communication. And I was just like, what's happening? But, and then after he graduated and then he started the whole coaching, consulting and everything, it was a little difficult for me because of all the hours it took. And I knew that he was just starting out and he was building something. And so I knew that there had to be some sacrifice on my end in order for him to fulfill this dream that would eventually become, our legacy. It would encompass our family. His daughter now is doing, podcasts with him, videos. Our 7-year-old wants to get in on the whole podcast thing. It was definitely going to take over our entire family. And so we did have a conversation about that. But my whole thing is I've never been of the entrepreneur mindset. And I've always worked in corporate America, and I like that whole 9-to-5 thing. Why? Because I am a structured person. I'm a turtle. So I like the stability
and security
and my 401k and the health insurance and the perks that I get at my job and all of that. So I like that whole structure of corporate America, and I never wanted to give that up. Because God forbid this thing should go south. I kept thinking in my back of my mind, at least we have my job to fall back on, and I had been there for so many years. So it was really difficult in the beginning to wrap my mind around what he was doing and to fully 150%, or like as we like to say in BU 120, support his dream of this entrepreneur lifestyle and what he was going after. But as I saw how successful he was being and the lives that he was changing, and that he was truly walking in his gift, and how happy it made him, how fulfilled it made him, and he himself changed the trajectory of our family and our life, only because I saw firsthand that God was speaking to him. And so because of that, it made me change my whole outlook on it, and truly said I had to get over the fear factor, because this right here is not me. I honestly, y'all, if you would only know, literally, if I spoke to 5 people, my heart would be beating so fast and so I wouldn't even be able to get 2 words out because I'd be so incredibly nervous, because I don't like to speak in front of people. especially people I don't know like that. I was speaking, with my family and stuff, but not people I don't know. And so this, he kept saying, people need to hear from you, Faith. People need to hear from you. If we're going to do this marriage thing, people need to hear from you. Marriage is not one person; it's both of us. And I kept saying, well, I'm not the up person in the front. That's you. You go, and I'll take care of the events, and I'll be in the back, and I'll do whatever I need to do administratively. But I'm not the person in the front. But when I definitely saw what was going on, and I could see now. I could see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I could see the bigger picture of what he was trying to create. And that's when God truly spoke to me and said, you have to move with your husband. You have to be on one accord.
Hey, hallelujah!
Because if you don't, this is not going to work. And your gift, like we've been saying this entire day, will make room. It will make room for you. It will open up doors. So when you start working in your gift and doing your thing, separate from your husband, you both be blessed together, because my gift is to be the structured, detailed person. So now I see myself as one day leaving my 9 to 5 that I've been there for almost 15 years and saying, I'm going to run your business. I'm going to be the administrator, the director of operations. I'm going to create the events. I'm going to do all of this with our team together so that we can do this together, so that our family can travel together. Because in the beginning, yes, he would go off and do these conferences, and then I'd be stuck at home with the kids, and going to work and taking them to daycare and school and everything. And I said, you know what? This doesn't have to be this way. I could one day see myself leaving and joining him, and then we can do this as one family and travel together to these locations as a family. So that's what really, really walking in your gift will do, because it will really solidify the meaning of being on one accord.
Let me tell you something. You heard it. Do you know how that feels? To hear your wife say about you the things that, like for real, I remember there were times where I would start things and I wouldn't finish. And so my wife was nervous, like for real. She wouldn't believe certain things, but I'm in that season of life where anything that I say I'm going to do, I do exactly that. Some of you are not winning in the areas that you should be winning because you're not consistent the way that you should be consistent. You are not following through on everything that you said you were going to do. And check this out. You can't do the big things if you can't do the little things. In other words, your wife can't expect you to do something big if you can't do something simple like take out the garbage. If you can't do something simple like wash the dishes. If you can't do something simple like put gas in the car. How are you going to get to the big things? Do me a favor. In this year, 2020, be authentic. In other words, do a clear and honest interrogation of who you are and who you are not, and start attacking the areas appropriately. Number one. Number two, right? Be a decision maker this year. And if you are a decision maker, then follow through on your decisions and make your spouse and everybody else who's watching a believer. You know what I say, from shaky to good, from good to great. Ultimately, what we want is phenomenal marriages, but phenomenal don't just happen. As you could hear my wife say, and I can tell you what I did myself. It takes work. So let's do that. Work. Yep. Because if you're not working on your marriage, then my friends, what are you doing? It's your boy Quest, y'all. Peace. What up, y'all? It's your boy Quest, man. Listen, I am a firm believer in marriages winning. That's right, including yours. So if you know somebody that might be able to use this information, or you might be able to use this information, subscribe, comment in the section below, like, and like I said, share with someone else. All right? If you want to reach me on social media, my Instagram link is over to the left. All right? Peace.